every year we talk about this. You said this before the show. Every year, this is the biggest OTA conversation, seemingly out of nowhere. And this year, it just went back. Year one, it was Najee's super impressive. It's just Najee Harris. Year two, it was, man, dude, Najee's thighs are unbelievable. This guy, the quad master over here, next Saquon Barkley, looks crazy. This year, it's Najee looks slim, man. He looks lean. He looks much smaller. I think it's a good look for him. I think that at one point he may be overtrained, got a little bit too slow, became a power back in an offense that you didn't really need so much power with. I think Najee is just physically gifted when it comes to his power and his ability to kind of be a bulldozing running back. I think you could slim down and add some speed there, add some versatility, and make it work. I don't know what he's down, but if I had to guess, he's got to be down 20 pounds. Like he looks pretty good. He looks very slim out there. I don't know. Slim Najee. Does it excite you? We overhyping once again Najee Harris's weight.
I mean, once again, we're talking about Najee Harris's weight at OTAs. It just seems like, cut, copy, paste, maybe change the headline a little bit, but yes, that's where we're at in the middle of May. But it does excite me because I think a big part that we just talked about was, in the air game, Arthur Smith's going to have to get creative because he doesn't have a bunch of, all pro guys at his disposal. He might have one eventually in George Pickens, but again, George Pickens is not a guy that has got an all pro nomination yet in his career. So you have a lot of guys where you're going to have to get creative. If you can get Najee Harris out of the backfield, get him into some open space and have him be able to beat inside linebackers on routes, that's a huge advantage for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I think if he did slim down a little bit for the express purpose of, hey, I want to be able to break away a little bit, I want to be able to get open a little bit against the second level, I think that's only going to be a positive thing for Najee Harris. And it's going to make him a little bit more versatile. Not that he's not already a versatile back. He's been that since he got in the league, but I think it gives him a little bit more as far as his repertoire as to what he can do and the impact that he can make for the Steelers this season.
Yes, I agree. I think a slim Najee allows you to do a lot more. I think a slim Najee probably takes a little bit of wear and tear off of his knees, which was a concern last season. I look at him and say, dude, if you're more versatile, if you're healthier, if you're feeling lighter, if you're more agile, there's nothing wrong here. Like, I get it. Ground and pound football. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers. You want to punch somebody in the mouth. Cool. There's a reason Jaylen Warren is super exciting to watch, and that's because he could do it all. And I think Najee Harris could do it all. Like, he came into the NFL and people were, I remember the one press conference when he said, I'm a wide receiver. Okay. You look like a fullback, pal. There's a difference here. And now he's slim. Now he's tall, he's slim, he's lean. I think it looks like he could do more. I don't know. It's early. Najee doesn't take many reps this time of year. It's not, Najee's not a guy that he's out there all the time. You could go a whole practice and be like, I forgot Najee Harris was on this team. Forgot he was here, this time of year, just because you're keeping him healthy. You're keeping those reps down. You want Najee to be here in January. You don't really care if he's here in May. That's where the Steelers are. But to be lean is, again, like you said, it's a good thing, man. You could get creative with a faster running back. And if Najee could be a wide receiver, if he could be a guy who's healthy and on the field all the time, if he could play more reps because of this, great. And you have no idea. But you want to talk about an observation, Najee looks good, and I'm excited about that because I think Najee's got a chip on his shoulder. The fact that he showed up to OTAs means he's ready to grind. If you're going to show up 20 pounds lighter, great.
Well, and here's the thing, too. They're talking about wanting to be an aggressive and physical team. Even if he's 20 pounds lighter, he's a physical runner anyway.
Oh, he's going to smoke it. Yeah.
He's not going to lose it. Losing 20 pounds and being more lean is not going to take away the fact that he is still an absolute monster, and especially in one-on-ones against defensive backs, he's still going to win that every single time. Every single time.
You're too big. And that's exactly what I said. Like, it's just, some guys are just naturally bulldozing running backs, That's just who they are. And that's who Najee is. He's a physical runner. And cool. If you want to find other ways to add some speed there, great. That's, you're not going to lose any power by dropping. There's a difference, 240 and 225. You're still running people over. That 175 pound cornerback doesn't really stand a chance when it comes to a guy like Najee Harris. So I agree with that.